What's up, guys? A lot to be excited about today. If you're a Sisu user, we got some new updates. I just wanted to breeze through them real quick. Should take about 5 minutes. Really going to be worth your time to check this out. So yeah, let me share my screen and we'll hop right into this. One of the big things that we have going on right now is in this reports section, we're pulling all kinds of that data that you're tracking and building these reports. So lead sources, income reports, all kinds of things. If you're an admin, definitely get in here and check this out. But some of the updates along those lines are if you're coming into admin team settings, you'll notice that this looks different. This is where you're setting all your goals. So in your team settings, setting goals and everything, just hit update to change these. These are going to show back over on the team scoreboard. These are the goals that you're setting for your team. If you come over here and look at activities, who's calling me during a video? Come into activities, and here's where you can select what activities you want your team to be tracking. So definitely make sure that you come in here and take the time to select these, and then you can actually just drag and drop them to reorder them in the order that you want them to display, both on the dashboards. So this will change the order that they display on the dashboards. And then when your agents go in on their phone, it will also just change the display order for it on there. And your agents on their phone can add in other activities that maybe they want to track personally, but you'll want to make sure as a team leader, as the administrator, that you're tracking, everything that you want to track, make sure it's clicked on and probably dragged towards the top of this list. Finally, coming into your client transaction fields, these are all the fields that you can be tracking right now, and you can turn them off and on based on what kind of data you want in the system and change the order that they appear. So if maybe I'm not tracking right now the state that the lead is in. Sorry. I can come in here and select state, so I turned it on, and then if I drag it up towards the top, maybe I want it to appear, by, I don't know, any of these, appointment date or whatever it is, I'll just add it right there. And then when I come in, I'll submit this to update it. And then I'll come into my admin transactions, and these are the fields that are showing up right here. So I just barely turned on state, and you'll see state is right there. Maybe I want state to appear over here, so I can change that. Or maybe I want it to appear over by address line, so I'm going to pull it right into here. So some customization there. We highly recommend that if you're keeping a sheet somewhere with your closed transactions on it, just completely replace that and log all your closed transactions in here. And then you'll have all your reports and all your data will just be tied to what you were already tracking in that Google sheet. Saves you a step and gives you automated reports on top of everything. A couple more things that you should be aware of. If you come into your admin lead sources, so this is where you're managing all the lead sources that you're tracking. I can see these are all the ones that I have turned on. These are, I can add a new lead source in here, or I can pick one. Scrolling down, I can pick one that's already in our database, and that helps you keep a little more consistent data. So picking your lead sources there. And final thing, coming into your vendors. And there's going to be a lot more going on with these vendors. This is just kind of the start of that. But selecting your vendors, adding in their contact information, all the information about them. You can choose different types of vendors. And then you'll have a list down here so that each deal you can track the vendors that you use. And then moving forward, we're building out reports in here where you could see, okay, we sent this percentage of volume to this vendor, or this percentage of volume to this home inspection company, or however you want to track that and slice that data. That could be really useful for displaying to your partners or managing your partnerships and that strategic side of the vendor team relationship. So that'll be really cool. Final thing, this is the most important. If you are using Follow Up Boss, Sync, Contactually, anything that uses a any CRM that has a Zapier built, I've been setting up integrations for the past couple weeks, and I would love to get with your team and figure out how we're going to pull your leads into Sisu and then update your closed transactions in Sisu back into your CRM. That saves you time doing duplicate data entry. It saves you, it creates a little more accurate data. Your agents will just be able to pull up their pipeline right when they're tracking in Sisu. So if you're using, for sure, Follow Boss Sync contextually, and likely some others that I'm missing that do have a Zapier built, you can just reach out to your CRM vendor and see if they have a Zapier connection. If they do, reach out to us, send us a Facebook message, email, whatever it is. We would love to get that set up for you. It's going to look really cool, and it's going to automate things for you. So let us know if you have any questions. Updates coming out like crazy. Just wanted to fill you guys in on a couple of them. Have a good day. All right, I'm back again. I missed one of the most important updates, and instead of shooting that whole video again, I'm just going to throw it in right here. Don't know how I forgot about this, but check this out. This is actually really cool. If you come into your transaction sheets, most of you have probably already noticed this, but come into admin transactions, you'll notice that we have a way more intuitive system for sorting everything in here. So if you're either, the team leader working with some of these deals, or your transaction coordinators, I mentioned replacing your Google sheet or your Excel sheet with this, definitely do that. But if they're coming in, in order to sort this, all you have to do is click up here on this tab, and you're gonna be able to say, okay, I want buyers who are under contract. And you could sort by a client name right here. You could, filter by agent, so you only look at a certain agent's deals. You can filter dates as well, so you only want to look at December, you only look at 2018. However it is, only certain lead sources. So this is another really good way to kind of slice your data. And notice that all these deals that I'm looking at, they're all pulling up in here. So that's a quick way to break down, okay, of all these deals, there's 10 of them. The volume is 3.86 million. I'm going to make, or the gross commission on it is 172,000, and the agents are going to be paid 53,000 on those deals. So that's another big part of this update, and we're continuing to build out those filters and always giving you new ways to slice and break down this data. And that's one of the advantages of just keeping it all in here, is as we build these reports and as we continue to bring in new ways to filter it, you already have it in here. So it's already going to be there for you. So, yep, one last quick thing. Bye again. Thanks for tuning in.